So just sitting, nestling in, comfortable cross-legged posy, shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, feeling the heart expand, perhaps the chest open, maybe the belly swell, and softly exhale, letting all the air out. Breathing in again, a big full breath, inspiring a real opening of the body so that the breath can sweep up any old stale energies that maybe you've gotten a little bit stuck or caught overnight. And they can leave with the out breath. Beautiful. And just to help us really sink in and become part of this moment, just bring your hands together at heart center and just lightly let them rub together and feel a little bit of warmth, not crazy heat or sweating, just that little bit of warmth. And then we're going to lift our hands and let them rest over our temples, our forehead and eyes. And then little bits of pitter-patter with the fingers on the forehead, just like rain. Just gently pitter-patter, rain. And then let the fingers from the temples come down over the eyebrows and ever so lightly onto the eyelids. Just really, really soft, delicate, tender. And then just to the cheekbones. Lovely. And then just having the hands return back together in front of the heart space. Keeping your eyes closed and just considering our sankalpa, our intention for the practice. I choose to create and I derive joy from it. Wonderful. Let's offer some movement to accompany the breath. As you breathe in, reach your arms up above, and as you exhale, let them fall in front of you and allow the body weight to just reach out in front. Hands can support you. I'm just going to take my jacket off. And a breath cycle here. Beautiful, grounding down through the hips, rolling up through the spine, breathing, arms just sort of float all the way by your sides, back up towards the sky. Beautiful breath in, lifting the ribs, exhale, bow forwards. Lovely. This time as we breathe in and lift our arms up, we're going to rotate around towards the right hand side. Keep the head up nice and high as the arms just gently fall. Maybe that left arm rests on the right knee. Maybe that offers just a little bit more twist. Keep focusing on lifting and length. As you feel ready, return back to center. Arms float back up to the ceiling. Just open up through the sides of the waist, the sides of the body. And spinning around the other side, lightly, slowly, and the hands just falling. Maybe they just sort of anchor a little bit gently and offer a little bit more rotation, soft through the sides of the neck. Magic, beautiful, all the way back up through center. Nice. Let's rest the hands on the knees and we're going to do some circular rolls through the spine. So as you breathe in, open the heart forwards, maybe lean back a little. And as we exhale, we bow over the right knee, really extend the spine out in front, over the left knee, and then breathe in and come all the way back on up. Now I've been doing this nearly every day, so I'm getting better at it. But I know when I first start doing these circles, they're very jagged and very wobbly. So just allow yourself freedom. Practice letting go and into the moment. Amazing. Steady here as the hands reach behind you. We're going to lift the legs, but we're going to keep the feet in front, knees are apart, and just letting the knees roll from side to side. So offering a little bit of movement up into the thighs and into the hips. Excellent. Nice and easy. Sitting up again with the other leg crossed in front. Reaching up tall, breathing in. Lovely. Exhale, bowing forwards. Try to allow the legs to settle and rest. Beautiful. Another breath in. Ribs lifting up away from the heaviness of the hips. Exhale. Hands walk. Lift you all the way back on up, and we'll do that one more time. Just notice the breath in, whether it's cool air coming in through the nose or it's that expansion, that stretching feeling through the ribs. Roll all the way on up. And the same with the exhale, arms reach above you. We're going to rotate around towards the left-hand side first this time, letting the arms fall. So find that natural space across the shoulders and the upper back. Light touch, continue to lift. Gorgeous, back through center, arms rise all the way on up. And around to the other side. Wonderful, coming back through center. We're going to lift the knees. We're going to transition and just lay on our back with our knees bent in the air. Feet are kind of as wide as the mat, so have quite a broad distance between the feet here. Lightly roll yourself back. Let your arms settle anywhere by your side and your knees rock over from side to side, just like we did before in that seated posture. Just feel the front of the hip flexors down into the groins, and you might even challenge your inner awareness to notice the parts of your body. Where do your legs meet your torso? Just sort of see if you can feel into those spaces. Invite the breath in, feel that expansion in the belly and that sort of merging into that space there, right at the very, very tops of the legs. Let the feet become still. Catch the hamstrings, knees towards the chest, heels towards the sky. So just lying, resting on the upper back with the legs extended towards the ceiling. Arms can just hold onto the legs or you can let them rest by the floor. As you breathe in and you feel your ribs lift up, notice that little bit of pressure back into the shoulder blades. And if you need to wriggle through the shoulders so that the shoulder blades feel a little flatter and more comfortable, beautiful. Please do that. Just feel the soles of the feet soften, relax, and open. Underneath the toes are ever so gentle. And there's that lovely stretch through the back of the ankle, below the heel towards the calf. Knees are gentle. Beautiful. Bending both knees. We're going to put the right foot on the floor, keep the left leg up, let it turn to the side, and then lift the right leg up. So this is our figure 4 pose. It's a stretch through the outside of that thigh muscle, also known as reclined pigeon. So just go steady here and notice your alignment through the hips into the lower back, because I do hope that we're going to do this when we're facing the other way, we're not reclined. Wonderful. Slowly release the right foot down, lift the left leg on its own all the way back up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Lower the left foot, right knee comes into the chest, turns to the other side. So please feel uninhibited to let any sighing out breaths out. They don't mean you've given up. They don't mean that you can't do it. But if you notice how you feel afterwards, oh, so much better. Letting that right leg relax out and away to lengthen from the outside of the knee all the way through the whole side of the thigh, quite a long distance. Under the glute to the lower back, not just to the hip area, right into the sacrum. Excuse me. Excellent. Release the left foot down, right foot lifts up, stretches to the ceiling, all on its own. Beautiful. Bend the knee on in. Hands towards the shins here. As you breathe in, let the knees, sort of the hands guide the knees away. As you exhale, use the arms to draw the knees into the chest and the tailbone may lift up. Beautiful. Inhale, pressing the knees away with the arms, not using the legs, using the arms. Exhale. Beautiful. Apanasana. So sort of upward wind. Try to relieve any toxic stale air again out of the belly, out of all little corners, all little nooks and crannies. Let it leave out the mouth or out the nose. One more of these. Excellent. And then from here, we gently roll over onto one side as we start to transition onto hands and knees. Yay. Feel like we've just woken on up. Excellent. I'm not sure why I keep going a bit blurry. Spreading the hands nice and wide underneath the shoulders. You can rock from side to side until you find that gentle spot on your knees. Breathe in, open the heart forwards. Toes are curled underneath behind you. Exhale, really round the spine. The other direction, all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Breathe in. Smile as you feel your skin on your face relax and shine. Exhale, round all the way on out. Beautiful. Inhale, open forwards. Belly stretches to the earth. Exhale, round all the way through catch. Now here with our exhale, we're going to flatten our feet and push our hips back over our heels. Hands reach out in front. Breathing in, lift the body all the way up. Shoulders come over the hands. Then our heart opens through to cow pose. Exhale, stay here as you exhale and round through, and then the tailbone reaches back over the heels, fingers stretch out in front. One more of these, rolling up, shoulders above the hands first, then the heart opens through, shoulder blades squeeze together. Stay with the exhale. Lovely, push the hips back into extended child pose. So the extended part here is the arms. Otherwise, the whole upper body is just falling over the legs. Feel the body breathe into the back space of the lungs. And just soften. Lovely. I'm going to lift ourselves up a little bit. We're staying on our knees. But make a fist with your hands and place your fist just to the inside of the hip bones there, and then lightly fold over again. Let the forehead rest on the floor. Just notice any resistance deep in the belly. Try to allow a softening space, nice and ease. So this is quite a digestion stimulating sort of posture. Just remain quiet just for another 2 breath cycles. Really wanting to tap into these areas of the lower belly, the lower back. Having that physical touch from the external to help remind us where to connect from the inside. Lovely, gently rolling on up, releasing your hands by your knees. Bring your knees nice and close together as you tuck that toes underneath. And with a little bit of backward motion through the upper body, just notice that stretch under the toes and into the soles of the feet as you sit on up. Beautiful. So if that's uncomfortable on your feet, you can flatten them out, or you can lift your hips up above your knees. Breathe in here, reach the arms up, fingers interlace, palms to the ceiling. So again, depending on how you're feeling through the underneath of your toes and your feet, you can remain sitting back, or you can lift your feet and flatten them, or you can be kneeling with the hips above the knees. Release the hands all the way behind you. Interlace fingers again, open your heart space here forward, soften through the neck, tops of the shoulders and into the chest. Beautiful. Exhale, gently reach the arms all the way up. We're going to interlace the fingers with the other finger leading the way. Palms to the ceiling. If you need to change your legs positioning, please do. Otherwise, just enjoy holding that stretch, opening up through all the myofascia tissue, through the sole of the feet, underneath the toes, even up in towards the heels. Excellent. Release the arms, a little bit of a shoulder roll. Hands support us as we try to lift the hips. Oh! Walking the feet here and walking the hands out into our kind of downward dog posture. So you can walk the feet a little bit wider, but keep those legs moving just to keep the blood flow shifting all through the tops of the feet, the shins. Lovely. And the arms are extended here. So again, stretch the fingers out wide, press the fingertips into the floor and feel the hips stretch up away from the hands, and that beautiful stretch through the side of the waist. Awesome. Exhale completely, both heels sink. Inhale, bend both knees and just walk the feet a little bit wider, perhaps little toes out to the edges of the mat. Beautiful. Breathing in again, fingertips stretching the mat away. Exhaling, staying steady down through the legs. Just notice if this changes how your ankles want to hold you up. Just go gently and lightly here. Beautiful.
Try to breathe in and lift the spine towards the shoulder blades. Let the tops of the shoulders soften as the lower neck does as well. Magic, my friends. Walking both feet towards your hands, hips up in the air. Feet come together, lift the upper body with the inhale and exhale down the front of the legs. So release through the upper body, but legs are still holding you steady. Rolling up to standing, press the feet into the floor, arms dangle. Just lift as you uncurl all the way on up. Whew. Head eventually arrives at the top of the spine. Arms rest by your sides. Let's just have 2 breath cycles here. Let the feet relax. Let the toes just be easy. Just feel yourself sinking deeper. Oh, and then there's that overwhelming response with the breath, taking in a fuller breath of air and feeling that uplifting energy. And the crown extends all the way up. If you need to blink open your eyes to come to the top of your mat for some sun salutations, please do. Hands hang by your sides. Inhale, reach all the way on up. Beautiful. Exhale, bow forwards. Fingers towards the toes. Halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, ground the hands. Both feet walk backwards all the way to stretch the spine out. Beautiful. Inhale, we're in a high push-up position. Exhale, lowering down through chaturanga. Knees softly first. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the crown. Fingertips push into the floor. Exhale, flow back down through. Beautiful. Push the floor away. Lifting the hips up again into downward dog. 3 breath cycles here. So if you need to reposition the feet or the hands, that's fine. But then focus on using the breath to fill the body. Let it expand and lift. Tailbone to the sky. Exhale, the muscles of the back of the legs just unravel and the heels hang a little closer to the earth. Magic. Exhale completely. Both feet are on the move, walking forwards towards the hands. Let the upper body round and make way for the legs. Exhale, unravel further down the front. Beautiful. Push into the floor, rolling up to standing. Arms keep moving. Palms meet. Feel the fingers still want to stretch up higher. Exhale, heels of the hands start to lower down in towards your heart space. 1 breath cycle here. Just be steady and still. Beautiful. Stay. Exhale completely. Beautiful. Starting afresh. Clean slate. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms on up. Awesome. Exhale, flow forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ground the hands. Keep the shoulders above the hands as the feet walk all the way backwards to stretch the tailbone away from the crown. Inhale, lift, press the floor away. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the elbows in. Keep the spine long as you look up and smile and breathe in. Exhale, flow back down through fingertips, push. Brace the belly as you tuck the toes, lift the hips. 3 breath cycles here. So starting to feel a little bit more familiar with downward dog, but keep wanting to offer space in and around the lower belly, the lower back, and the breath helps us find that space. Exhale completely. Feet on the move, walking forwards. Light through the upper body, strong through the legs as you hang all the way down through the front. Push the feet through the floor, breathe in. Just keep flowing. 1 more time through, my friends. Stretch right up, fingers meet. Back to the heart space. 1 inhale. Breathe into the sides of the ribs. As you exhale, draw the belly into the spine. Feel the shoulder blades soften. Excellent. Now we begin. Inhale, reach all the way up. Bow from the hips. Inhale, light through the heart, lifting. Exhale, strong through the upper body, grounding, walking the feet back. Feel the stretch as the heels reach so far away. Exhale, control as you ease yourself down. Inhale, tops of the feet press into the floor. You might even feel your toes stretch away from you. Exhale, flow back down and through. Beautiful. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. 3 breath cycles here. So sometimes downward dogs feels like a recovery posture. Sometimes it feels like hard work.
So just notice any areas that are tense or tight or stressing you out, and just offer them a little bit of love and kindness, acceptance. From downward dog, we're going to explore that pigeon pose that we did before when we were lying down. So let's keep the left foot grounded and think about the right leg. Start to bend the right knee in underneath you, bringing the knee towards the same wrist, and then slide that heel around. So we're starting to line the shin up on the right leg towards the short edge of the mat. Yay, soften that left knee, flip the feet, squeeze the glute to tuck the tailbone under. Arms are there just to support you, not to totally prop you up. You're going okay in, you're breathing. I see the cheeks are like, keep breathing. Awesome. So inhale, heart lift, stretches away from the ribs. Exhale, tailbone wants to ground down a little bit further. Amazing stretch at the top of that right thigh. Beautiful. Another 2 breath cycles here. If you want to stretch the arms further on out, you can, or you can hold yourself up nice and tall. 1 more breath cycle. Easy through the back of the shoulders. Excellent. So reach, lower the body down. We're going to tuck the back toe and send the hips back up to the sky for downward dog. So lift the hips first. Keep the right leg easy as you step back. So here's where we explore downward dog as a recovery posture. If that's not helping you recover, lower down onto hands and knees or child's pose. 1 more breath cycle here. Big full breath, not little mini speedy breath. Beautiful, grounding with the right leg, bringing that left knee in towards the left wrist, and then the heel just comes around, or the foot just comes around towards the right. Lovely. Start to feel the stretch as you ease backwards through the right leg, and this right glute wants to squeeze and help keep the back of the pelvis aligned. Beautiful. Breathe in, open the heart, crown lifts. Exhale, tailbone. Offers you direction down. If you want to walk the hands out and lay the upper body, you can, but just notice if you're just sort of letting go a little bit too much through the waist, just that light tension just keeps us switched on, alert, connected. 1 more here. Fabulous. Quite a strong pose early on in the practice. Lovely. So let's tuck those right toes under. Lift the hips up, send the left leg back. Walk the feet here for a moment. Find a little bit of width about the feet. Exhale into downward dog. 2 breath cycles to feel that recovery. So let the spine lift towards the ribs and the shoulder blades. Beautiful round space through the chest. Easy to breathe. Wonderful. Both feet are going to walk forwards into that forward fold. So keep the hips high, walking forwards up onto the fingertips. Exhale, lower, bow all the way down. Beautiful. Bend the knees, push the feet into the floor. Arms expand, hands come back at heart center. Amazing. So just feel into the lower back, the glutes and the top of the thighs. You should feel awesome. New pose, standing side stretch. So it sounds really easy, and that's where I get you in. Let's actually take our feet a couple of inches apart here, so they're kind of more under our hip area. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Palms don't meet here. Keep the palms separate, thumbs, fingers to the sky. Side bend, release the right arm. Take the left arm a little bit higher and just sort of shift the head so that it's no longer over the body, it's tipped over to the side. If you wish, with the breath in, you can look up towards the left hand. Exhale, soften through the side of the neck, tops of the shoulders, look down to the right. Beautiful. Stay grounded. Just feel the palms stretch away from each other, breathing in, lifting on up. Just gently turning the head, if you wish, in rhythm with your breath, not my instruction. Equal pressure down through both feet. Just feel the side of the left hip start to open, strengthen as you stand taller. Last exhale, looking down towards the floor. Beautiful. Pick the right arm up, both arms extending up, palms don't meet. Walk the feet a little bit wider, toes pointing out, knees are going to soften, and we're just going to lower down into a wide squat here. Beautiful. Relax through the tops of the shoulders and the sides of the neck.
3 more breath cycles, wanting to lift the knees and have the knees sort of reach backwards. So maybe you need to squeeze into the glute area, tailbone to the floor. Try to let the shoulder blades guide your body weight backwards, sinking down into the feet. 1 more breath. Excellent. Let's keep the arms raised as we return the feet closer together under our hip bones for that side stretch on the other side. Woo. Release the left arm, right arm a little bit higher, starting to tip. Head sort of not really over any space. If you wish, as you breathe in, you can look up and very slowly looking down on the exhale. Shoulder blades drawing the upper body backwards, chest opening, grounded equally through both feet, opening wider and wider through each hand. Notice any internal sounds, whether it be the breath or funny little sounds of our ligaments and muscles and bones moving within us. Awesome. Exhaling down. This is my new favorite move, by the way. Yeah. Looking down, exhaling, left hand lifting all the way on up. Palms don't meet again. Really keep reaching strong through the arms and walk those feet out super wide again. So try to walk a little bit wider than natural or even wider than what you have space for. Let the hips fall down in between the knees. So notice if you're sort of leaning into one leg, try to keep it centered. Arms still reaching up above you. Grounding down through the outside line of the feet, inside line of the feet, drawing energy up through the inside of the calf to the inner knee, and then opening and lengthening up through the inner thigh, just breathing gently. Excellent. We're going to release the hands down to the heart space and then out towards the knees. Now I'm feeling like my feet are a bit wide, so I'm actually going to bring my foot a little bit closer. Lovely. Forward fold, and we take the left shoulder over to the right knee. So exhale, round all the way over. Breathing in, flow up through the middle, other side. So hands are just resting on the knees to remind them to be nice and tall and out to the side. Beautiful. We want to breathe right down into the bottom left hand side of the body to give you space as you rotate the shoulder over to the other knee. Inhale through the middle. 1 more time. So that's roughly twice each side, and roll up through the center. Lovely. Stay here as we heel toe the feet back towards each other, and we're going to bring the feet in nice and close. So if you want to have a little march through the legs here, you can. Chair pose, hands at heart center, tailbone towards the earth. So the crown, the back of the head lightly wants to lift up as our tailbone wants to sort of reach closer towards the earth. There's this amazing magnetic, invisible energy from tailbone to earth. Beautiful. If you sort of breathe into the chest and you expand and round through the spine, that's perfectly natural, but please don't collapse down through the spine. 1 more breath here, stronger with the legs. Beautiful. Release, come up to standing. We're going to use a sun salutation to lay us down on our belly on the floor. Inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, bow from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, ground the hands, walk the feet back. Beautiful. Inhale, extend strong through plank. Ease yourself down. Lovely. Flip the feet. Inhale, easy cobra, and then we're going to lay back down on the floor, remaining here. Nice. Shuffle through the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Great. Thinking about the crown of the head, and as we breathe in, we want to lengthen through the neck, tops of the feet press into the floor and even slide backwards. So we're getting this extension through the neck, but extension through the lower back as the feet are pushing backwards. Ease yourself down, staying long as you exhale. Beautiful. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, just think about the crown lifting and the feet sliding away. Exhale, come down a little bit easier. Beautiful. Release the arms down by the sides of your bodies, thumbs to the floor, fingers stretching towards the heels. Beautiful. Inhale, crown lifts, tops of the feet press down and slide away. Exhale, stay long through the spine as you unravel. Forehead may lightly touch the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you wish on this last one, you can also lift the heels. Inhale, fingers reach down the thighs, heels lift, toes point away. Locust pose. Beautiful. Slowly release all the way down. Bring the hands towards your shoulders and just have a bit of a wriggle here through the shoulders. Excellent. So now we reach our arms out in front. I just had to reposition myself. Sorry, everyone. So right hand's going to stay down, left arm's going to lift, and our right heel's going to lift. So we've got opposite arm and leg. Breathing in, trying to lift through the left chest. Press down on the exhale through the right hand and the top of the right foot. 2 more breath cycles. Inhale to lift and expand. Exhale to press down and see how you get offered a little bit more height. 1 more. Please stay soft through the back of the neck. Oh gosh. Gently release. Hands come under the shoulders. We're going to push the hips back into child pose for recovery. So this is an easy moment here. Whew. 1 breath cycle just to let the spine roll around the other way. And then we roll ourselves all the way back out in front, lay ourselves down, reach the arms out in front. Left hand stays down as the right hand lifts. Left heel lifts as the right foot presses down. Beautiful. Breathe in, stretch and lift. Exhale, ground down. Stay sturdy and strong. 2 more. Come on, feel a few extra muscle fibers give way. Beautiful. As you breathe in, soften the arms down. Beautiful. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Push back for child pose again. Alrighty, 1 more part to this sequence. Allow your bodies to lay forwards. Roll through the shoulders, really shuffle around and stay gentle through the sides of the neck. Hands return down by the sides of the thighs. Inhale, top of the head lifts up. If you wish, the heels lift into that locust. Beautiful. Slowly exhale. 2 more times. So you can repeat locust, or you can bend the knees and reach to the outsides of the feet. Lovely. Keep the inner thighs active as you inhale, crown lifts, tailbone lifts, tops of the feet press into the hands. Slowly ease yourself back down with the exhale. 1 more time. Fantastic. Inhale, lifting, opening, outwards, upwards. As you feel ready, slowly release back down. Take your time. Take another breath cycle as you need. Hands eventually find their way under the shoulders. Child pose recovery. Awesome. Feeling very accomplished after that sequence. Thank you, team. Groovy. Rolling ourselves back up, tucking the toes, lifting the upper body. Excellent. Feet walking a little bit closer towards the hands, rolling up, coming back to mountain, just upright standing posture. Top of our mats. For a sun salutation, to explore some warriors and standing leg postures. Yay. Beautiful. Breathe in, bend the knees, look up to the sky. Exhale, bow forwards. Feel that amazing space through the spine now. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, both feet walk backwards. We're going to flow through our vinyasa, so our long, strong plank. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, easy cobra, keep it easy. Exhale, unravel, push the floor away. Lift the hips, downward dog. 1 breath cycle here. Beautiful.
Thinking about the right foot, we're going to bring the right foot in underneath us and step it forwards. Keep the right heel up as you roll up into a lunge.
Hands at heart center. Bend that back knee and tuck the tail for me. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Gentle twist through the spine. Oh, left arm forwards, right arm back. Stay here. Breathe in, crown up. Exhale, left knee down. Breathe in, heart opens, hands stretch away from each other. Softening at the sides of the neck. One more breath cycle here. Awesome. Stay with the exhale. Lightly breathing in, lifting the hands up. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Ground that leg down. Tuck the tailbone under. Knee out over toes. Reaching the arms. Warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Reach with the fingers. Awesome. So we've got a triangle pose here. Straighten the right leg. Tip over from the hips. You can rest here if you wish, or reach down towards the toes. Breathe right down into the belly. Get space from here so the spine lengthens and the shoulders are further over that right foot, reaching up to the sky. Awesome. Just soften the neck. Breathe gently. Feet are grounding. Still that uplifting energy through the legs to the pelvis. One more breath, soften, be. And start to bend that right knee as the upper body lifts all the way on up. Beautiful, hands to heart center. Step that back foot in a little. Intense side pose. So really angle the hips in line with that short edge of the mat. Awesome. Hands heart center, roll the shoulders down. Send the hips backwards as the body bows forwards over the right foot. Beautiful. So a few variations from here which involve a twist so we can keep ourselves nice and steady and strong. Or breathe in and reach the arms out to the side like an aeroplane. Beautiful. So when you breathe in, you need to expand to the back of the lungs so those shoulder blades have lift off and length through the arms. If you wish, the left arm can lower down towards the right foot or rest on the shin, and the right arm can come up towards the sky. Quite a challenging pose here. As you breathe in, bring the air down into the lower belly. Really think about that lower belly, pelvis area, as the right arm lifts gently higher. 2 more breath cycles. Slow, steady breathing. Stay with the exhale, then gently return the right arm down, both hands to heart center. Straighten up through the spine, bend the right knee and roll up to standing. Excellent. We're going to flow over and do a Vinyasa Flow to get ourselves on the other side. So step the right foot back, long plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Extend through the spine, crown lifting through cobra. Exhale, push the floor away, tuck the toes. Downward dog. 1 breath cycle in downward dog. Fingertips pressing down, hips lifting up. Excellent. Thinking about the left leg. Bend the knee and bring the foot all the way forwards. We've got that lunge to begin with. So bend the right knee and keep the right heel up nice and high. Arms float. Right arm forwards, left arm back. High. Stay here. Reach. Knee tucks under. Shoulders soften. Shoulder blades draw back. Hands reach further away. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Hands lift back up. Square yourself. Hands come back to heart center. And we're going to pivot on the other leg. Lovely. And then arms reach out into warrior. Stay as you are. I'm just going to flip myself around. Excellent. This feels good. So breathe in. Ribs lift. Tailbone falls in under. You've got this. And this one transitions into triangle. So start to straighten the front leg, tip all the way on up and just send that right arm a little bit higher as the left arm hangs freely for a moment and then gets drawn energetically towards the left foot. So let the shoulders just separate away from the base of the neck. Breathing softly, keeping your eye gaze steady. Drawing energy up the legs, hips are higher, and they open and the spine lengthens all the way on out. One more breath here, amazing. Stay with the exhale, don't go anywhere, just feel that relief. And then bend the left knee as you roll all the way back on up. Hands come back to heart center. Step that foot a little bit further forward as you start to align the hips towards that short edge of the mat, over the left foot. Nice. Breathing in, forward fold. Keep those hands down in front of your heart, not necessarily in front of your throat. So those shoulder blades can just sort of settle into their own posture. Ground down through the legs, realign the hips. If you wish, you can reach the arms out like an aeroplane. If you wish, that right arm can just lower down gently and the left arm can lift on up. So feel that space you need through the waist to offer extra length by rotating around. Beautiful. Ground down through the inside of the left foot and keep that hips in line. You've got this. Beautiful. And just notice maybe there's awkwardness or frustration, and as best you can, just breathe and remain calm. One more soothing, easy breath. Awesome. Release the left arm down. Lovely. Hands back in front of the heart space. Align the spine a little. Bend the left knee and roll up to standing. Vinyasa Flow to get us up, moving and out of this. Beautiful. Over the front legs. Step the leg back. Long plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, extend through that beautiful cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, flow back through. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. 2 breath cycles here. Alrighty, so our feet are going to be on the move. They're going to walk up to the hands, and we're going to keep them walking in between the hands and out in front of the hands. So you're going to bend your knees and you're going to lower your hips down to the floor and try and keep your feet walking out in front of you. And we're sitting up. Easy. Wonderful. Heels extended out in front, tailbone right behind. Breathe all the way up and in. Exhale, bow forwards. Just lift up a little bit with the in-breath, not too much. And then on the exhale, reach the right arm out behind you, left arm further in front. Beautiful. Inhale, both hands to the center, just a little lift here in the middle. And the other side, left arm reaches behind, right hand stays on the left foot. Beautiful, both hands together in the middle, 1 breath cycle, and really unravel right through the middle here. So just let go of the breath a little bit. You can keep the inside of the feet aligned, or you can let them flop out, whatever feels interesting and soothing. Hands help you walk up. Bend the right knee, bring the foot in, but then bring the hip in a little closer to the heel as well. Arms reach out like that aeroplane, rotate around. Oh, yay. So encouraging the breath right down into that belly space, and that'll help give you support through the lower back to lift up and sit a little higher. And then maybe that right shoulder blade can just draw back a little bit. Awesome. There's that softness at the very top of the neck where it meets the head, the skull. Eyes are gentle and soft. Wonderful. Take your time to unravel back through the middle to the outside. Hands heart center, breathe in, forward fold here, down along the left leg. So if you want to strive for the foot, you can, and offer quite a activated stretch. If you want to just relax and fall into it, absolutely.
Think about that right hip and just getting it to sort of turn forwards towards the right heel. Hands walk you on up. Just let the legs relax as the right hand rests to the side, lift up, beautiful side bend. And you can flow here fast or slow, just in rhythm with your breath. One more time each side. Close your eyes, just breathe and just feel that luscious stretch at the top, the back of the hip in towards the lower ribs. Nice. Shoulder roll. Right leg extends all the way on out, and we bring the left leg in. Foot down, hip rolls forwards, arms reach out to the side. Beautiful, spiral around. Trying not to sort of let our body weight relax too much into a clump behind our lower back. Thinking about that left hip, wanting to stay aligned, stay equal in support of the right hip. Where's feeling a little bit tired? Just let the breath flow through, past those spaces, softening, relaxing. Awesome. Gently lift the arms, returning to center. Left leg falls to the outside, hands heart center. Align again through the hip as you bow forwards. So again, arms can energetically reach behind the foot, heart can strive forwards, or you can chill out. Fingertips lift you all the way back up. Let the tailbone ground in between the pelvis, hands to the side. 2 side bends, one way at a time. Close your eyes, just breathe and flow. You should feel wonderful in that lower sort of belly area in towards the hips, lower back, or I hope you do. Excellent. Very, very close, but not quite yet. We're going to transition onto our back with our knees bent and feet flat on the floor, a little bit like we did at the very start. Arms reach down by our sides, palms to the floor. Feel the shoulder blades flatten and just sit under the back of the ribs, and that'll help support your neck and head. So we're not going to put any pressure on the neck and the head. We breathe in, we're going to curl the tailbone up into bridge, sending that tailbone energetically towards the back of the knees. Beautiful. Inhale and roll down. Try to keep the spine super long and the hips returning closer to the back of the heels. Exhale, press the feet down, lift all the way up. So the feet are separate here, the inner thighs are separate. Just one more. If you need an extra breath cycle as you move through, that's fabulous, because that means you actually are taking your time and connecting to the many vertebrae that support our whole entire body, not just the torso. Excellent. Releasing slowly all the way down. Hands to hamstrings, bringing the knees in towards the chest. Lovely. Hands can guide the knees in towards the chest, trying to lift that lower back, send it up nice and high towards the heels. And then let the tailbone sink down nice and long. Both legs extend to the ceiling, or feet, sorry, extend to the ceiling. Hands just rest by your sides. And just feel the energy draining out of the legs. Magic. Soles of the feet just softening. You can wriggle through the toes or the feet a little bit if you like, and then just return them there. And just like the base of the feet, soften and ease. Imagine that feeling also through your neck. Notice how the back of the neck doesn't have any points of contact with the earth. It's just there. So it takes a little bit of extra interest and curiosity to connect and make sure those places are still relaxing and easy. Beautiful.
bending both knees in towards the chest. Holding on to the right leg as the left leg reaches out nice and long. Soften into that hip flexor on the left leg. Beautiful. Hold the leg in as we rotate around to the left side. So it's just a lying stretch with one knee bent. Beautiful. Let that right shoulder blade reach the right hand further away. One more breath here. Really collapse into surrender. Beautiful. Returning back up through the middle. Just hug the knees and you can just gently rock from side to side. Feel that lovely little pressure, kind of a massage, almost a massage of the sides of the lower back. Find stillness, hang on to the left knee as the right leg extends out, nice and long. Beautiful. Left knee comes over to the right side. Oh, left arm reaches all the way out and away. As you breathe in right down into the belly, have the belly try to face up towards the sky. Feel that shift through the hips. Letting go. Wonderful. Slowly returning back through center. Hugging the knees in, gently rocking from side to side. Relax through the neck. You might notice the head doesn't actually move. Awesome. Two more relaxing postures. So the knees separate as the feet separate and lift to the ceiling. Hands reach to the outside of the feet. Knees kind of get held into the armpits. Happy baby pose. And again, you can rock from side to side. If you happen to fall over to one side, it doesn't matter. Because like a baby, if it was happy, it wouldn't matter. It would just sort of experience whatever this feels like in this moment. Open to learning. Open to being happy, open to being sad. Open to having everything or nothing. Excellent. Slow down, legs together. Keeping the knees bent, let the feet rest on the floor, just supporting the weight of the legs. So just relaxing. Hamstrings hang away from the bone, calves hang in towards the floor. Arms rest by your sides. They can be out wide if you wish. Butterfly pose through the legs. Knees fall open as the soles of the feet come to rest in towards each other. Just feel that softening in and about the groins. Maybe the pelvic floor. Maybe it's the top of the hamstrings or the top of the inner thighs. Hands can rest on the thighs if you wish, or on your belly or on the floor. And just let your body breathe all on its own. You know, quite often in yoga, we're encouraging deep breaths, really full breaths, and they certainly have a place and they help us to connect and get our energies fully circulating. But when we are truly relaxed or resting, our breath is actually very faint. Hardly even there at all. Sacrum is heavy, just sinking in between the hips. As the knees continue to fall a little wider, wider, wider. If you feel peaceful and calm, you can remain exactly as you are. Or if you wish, you can lift the knees up and let the heels walk away from the hips, extending the legs into Shavasana, corpse pose, final resting pose. And as you breathe ever so subtly,
Just feel into all the wonderful, amazing places within your body. Some of them might be tingling, some of them might be buzzing. And there'll be places that you just don't feel anything at all. So allowing moments of stillness for all the busyness that's still happening within us and way outside in the world to continue to happen. But back to within, just letting all the benefits of the practice, having taken this wonderful, kind and considerate time to pay attention, to love and nurture your body, letting your body be seen, felt, heard, acknowledged, loved. Please remain in this beautiful divine place that is you, just for another minute. And then ever so slowly, just allowing the senses to return, perhaps noticing, feeling of your body resting on the surface that you're on. Maybe the temperature of the air around you, around your toes, fingers, over your face. Maybe there's some sounds starting to creep into your awareness from around the room or maybe even outside of the room. And with your eyes still closed and resting, what other senses are you aware of? Any smells, any tastes? Sometimes they're sort of always there, so we actually don't notice what they are, what they might be. Wonderful. Coming back into the felt sense of your whole entire body. Inviting in a big fuller breath to feel the ribs stretch, starting to feel alive and awakened. Exhale, let out a sigh. Next breath in, invite the prana, magical energy of the breath to run down through the arms towards your hands. And you can wriggle your fingers or scrunch your fingers up, stretch them out. And you might need a couple of breaths this next time to get the energy right down through the belly to the hips, down into your legs, feet, toes. And then whatever you wish, you can rock gently side to side. You can walk your legs up, give them a little bit of a huggle, and then rock side to side. Until you're ready to roll over and rest on one side. Just continue to remain ever so subtly alert,
awake, but still resting. And then just gently using the hands, pressing them into the floor to lift yourself up. Taking time. Wonderful, my gorgeous yogis. Beautiful breath in, smiling, feeling happy, joy, creative. Exhale, bowing in honor of yoga and having taken this time to practice self-care, self-love, self-inquiry. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so honored. You guys are awesome. Have a really cool day.